Hey, I'm Daniel. I do communications and outreach for the Idaho Wildlife Federation. Brian Brooks, aka Brian Brixley, is out this week, so I'm bringing you our weekly legislative recap. It's Friday, February 2nd, and we're going to cover everything from the Idaho State House that hunters and anglers need to know, and nothing that you don't, so that you can get out just in time to enjoy your weekend. First, we have House Order 404, which passed through the House Natural Resources Committee unanimously. This is our wildlife data exemption bill that would allow for Idaho Fish and Game to show discretion, allowing for real-time data from things like GPS collars so that they don't get into the hands of bad actors for terrestrial game. That also passed through the House floor and is now on to the Senate. We will keep you updated on that when we have dates for that hearing as it comes. Next, and this is very much developing underneath our feet, don't have a ton of information, but yesterday in the House Natural Resources Committee, Chairman Mendive introduced a bill that was unanimously approved to be heard by the committee that would adjust rules on muzzleloaders. Now, while we have not seen the bill text in full, we are not able to analyze the specifics. However, this is an obvious circumnavigation of Idaho Fish and Game's rules, which was actually candidly shared in the committee meeting yesterday. I'm going to put the link to that meeting down below and you can watch that for yourself. We will be tracking this one as Idaho Fish and Game has a very structured and public input process for rule and season setting. Rules occurred during the spring of this past year. IWF did participate and offer commentary on the muzzleloader season and rules for this particular process, so we will be engaging, but remains to be seen what the actual bill is. As soon as we have that, we'll share that. Be sure to hop onto the legislative newsletter so that you can get the latest information on that as it comes up, even into the weekend. And lastly, Senate Bill 1217 is now 1258. Sorry for the dogs, this is real life. This brought back as 1258, needed some wordsmithing on the language. This is the bill, if you remember, that requires that when counties are vacating public access to public lands, that they require equal value public access to public lands when vacating a right-of-way. So we look forward to seeing this in the Transportation Committee. Looks like it's going to be a busy week in the Idaho legislature next week. Very important to stay up to date, especially with these new developing bills as they go. One that's hopefully crossing the finish line, another that's just starting. Stay tuned with that Idaho legislature newsletter and we'll keep you up to date just as soon as we know everything. You'll know it, and we'll see you out there.